What was fantastic actually about the program is the entire structure, coordination, and the execution. And even though it was done online, in fact, it far exceeded my expectations that I had from the program, right? I'll break it down into a few pieces. First of all is the faculty, that were there in the program. Fantastic faculty, led by Chris, of course, who designed the structure of the entire program, but very well respected within their own ecosystems, very professional elites, tremendous experience at the board level from all the faculty members as well, which made it delightful because you could ask very realistic questions. I think the second thing that stood out throughout the program is how current the content was, right? So when we were dealing with case studies, when we were dealing with sample data, when we were dealing with investor reporting, boardroom simulation exercises, all these were exercises that related with data and curriculum that you had heard about, being professionals in your own fields. That made the subject and the content very much relatable. It brought the sense that this might be a situation that you would enter into personally yourself, very, very quickly or very soon, as well, and better to be prepared. I think the third thing, which is good, but caught me by surprise, was how dense the content was, right? To really be effective on the content, on the 90 minutes on each session that we spent, it takes a good amount of time to do your homework and the pre-reading as well, right? Only if you kind of spend that sufficient time doing the homework and the pre-reading both, you can actually maximize the amount the content that you can take away from the 90-minute actual 90 session. And I think, most of all, I really enjoyed being introduced to a peer group of professionals who have been independent directors, continue to be independent directors on the board levels. One of my key takeaways while interacting with the peer group, and it came up during several questions, while understanding the liabilities of directors on a board level, is also to be very cognizant that, getting a board membership or directorship position is not a coveted title as the external world might be think, right? Individual shareholder representation or a shareholder representative is an extremely serious job. And you want to work on a board where you can constructively contribute and play your role, that is your fiduciary role that is expected from the people that you represent, as a subset of on that board itself. So I think that was a very key takeaway. And I think as the independent director community and the independent director pool within the professional ecosystem in India grows, I think this is going to get noticed very, very quickly, right? All in all, I think the program was fantastic, for a young professional like me who has an opportunity actually to be represented and be an observer on many boards, to understand how quickly and how mature boards can really impact the outcome, the sustainability, and the trajectory of a company over a long period of time, and what a really good board that has been assembled can bring to the board in the softest manner in terms of the reputation of the company itself, right? And I think that's the most important signal indicator, that can't be quantified throughout. So yeah, all in all, I think it was a fantastic experience for me. I would definitely love to recommend this course for a lot of the senior professionals that I know within my ecosystem. And I think together, if we got educated, we all can actually elevate the levels at which the boards work, the governance works in our ecosystems, the false perceptions that the external business world has about the Indian business world, and resolve a lot of those issues very, very constructively, very quickly.